Got the body control module in my hand and it's running. Then I'll shut it off and then I'll try to start it without the body control module. And if it starts, then we're in business. So I got some 90-degree stainless bends. Get some sort of exhaust on the Firebird. It's a little bit short and loud right now. So I was gonna drive the car up on ramps like I normally would and work on the exhaust underneath, but I guess it won't run because I deleted the codes again the other day. I knew it happened to me once before. I deleted the codes and I lost my security bypass, but the weird thing is I deleted it once before that and the car ran fine. The last time I deleted the codes while it was running, and I just let it run and it said codes cleared and it was still running, and I let it run for a minute but it wouldn't start back up again. So I've lost my security bypass. It'll start for like 1 second and then shut itself off. Just a bracket. I can unclip it from the bracket. It won't be too difficult to take the computer out and re-bypass it again. Even though it's not, the computer's not tuned, at least I can run it that way. I'm gonna have to get it tuned eventually, I guess. And I've got a 700 R4 non-electronic transmission. So I think I'm gonna have to get it tuned to like a manual transmission or something. That way it won't that won't be any interference with the automatic transmission, the electronic one that it thinks it's there, but it's not there at all. And I took off the throttle cable bracket. It was a little bit ugly, so I decided I would paint it. It's one that I made myself to accommodate the kickdown cable for the 700 R4. So I'm going to put one more coat of paint on that, and I'm going to disconnect the battery, take the computer out, bypass it. The second time I did the bypass, it only took like a couple minutes. The first time I did it, it took like over 30 minutes because I had to do the key relearn, but the key is learned now to the vehicle that I used to bypass it, so I should just plug in the computer and it should fire right up. Even though I have taken some parts off of the other vehicle, it should still run, hopefully, because I need it to run to get my computer unlocked again. I've already got my fuse block out of the way, so my computer is going to be right here. It's a little bit close there to my rad support, but just hit those two clips and the computer comes out. That's a good setup. I like that. You can get those brackets from the Chevy Express vans to hold the computer, and they're really flat and flush and shallow. They don't take up much space. I've got my 7mm here, and I'm going to undo these connectors. I don't like to use a ratchet, especially when I'm tightening these up, because they're plastic connectors, and yeah, I don't want to break anything or over torque anything. It says right on the caps, it says do not over torque when you take the caps off. I think mine are off for good. There's one. That's the red. I think I'm going to need those red connectors again. So this is the one I've been using, 2002. Service number 122000411. I don't know too much about these, but I know that 2002 is throttle cable, and I know that 2005 is electronic throttle or drive-by-wire. This one I don't have to relearn the key because it's already learned for my van bypass. This one I can probably plug it into the van and then I'll have to do the key relearn. It's green and green, so that'll match. I just don't know if it'll run the throttle cable or not. I think I'm going to try it, because if this is the one that matches my crank sensor and my engine, then that might solve my crank variation relearn, or I might not need a crank variation relearn if I use the one that matches the engine. I just don't know because I'm using a 2002 harness with a throttle sensor and idle air control. So hopefully this will do it, but I really don't know. Old Faithful. The good old bypass van. Believe it or not, this van runs. It's missing more parts now than ever before, but I'm pretty sure it'll run. I don't need it to run very long. There's the green connectors. I've actually got 3 computers here. That's the mass airflow sensor for the van, and one of the computers there. This is the 2002 computer that I've been using all along. And this one should fire right up because I've already relearned the key to match this BCM. So this one should fire right up. And the original one for the van, there's the original one for the van there, it should fire right up because these two match the BCM, or I've already done the key relearn on this one, and this one is the original one, so either one of these should fire right up. The only one I would have to learn would be the 2005 Suburban computer, but it has the green connector, so it'll plug right in. I decided to bring the red ones, and I figured while I'm here, maybe I'll just unlock all of them. Maybe I'll unplug this one while it's running. I don't have to do the key relearn, so that'll only take 2 minutes. And Bob's your uncle, that should work, hopefully. So maybe I'll unlock both of those, and then they'll be quick because I don't have to learn the key. And then I got this one, the 2005, which matches my crank sensor and matches my engine. I just don't know if it'll run the throttle cable or not. So I'll do this one last because it'll take half an hour to learn the key. This one has not been, I've never bypassed it before, so it doesn't match this vehicle. I did make a video about that previously and it quickly became my most popular video, but I'm probably going to do it again today. I might do all 3 of these today. Alright, I got the battery in, I think. Yep, I hear beeping. Put the battery in, and I got the 2002 computer in, so there should be no security light with this computer. It's been a while since I had the key on this old girl. Okay, there's no security light, that's a good sign. I got the body control module plugged back in, so this one should start. Last time I tried the key doesn't work. I don't know why with this 2002 computer. So last time I jumped the starter. Somebody told me that you can jump the starter relay. So I went under the wheel well on the passenger side, and the starter's right there. And if you cross the small connector with the big one on top, there's a big one on top and there's a small one in behind it. And if you jump those two together, it'll turn over. Got the body control module in my hand and it's running. I'll just let it run for maybe 30 seconds or a minute, then I'll shut it off, and then I'll try to start it without the body control module, and if it starts, then we're in business. Here's computer number 1, it's running, no body control module. That one's done. Okay, so the 2002 is running. That one's good to go. Running with no security. I'll unbolt it, and then I'll go ahead and put the 2003 van computer in. Okay, it's running now with the 03 computer, the original van computer. I'm going to unplug it and bypass it too. I don't know why, but might as well while I'm here. Might as well do them all. Van's running right now. I put a little bit more gas in it. I'm going to unplug the center 3 first. I don't know if it matters, but this is the way I've done it in the past. And then I'll do these outside ones. And it's running with no BCM. It's running right now. And with the 03 computer, I can use the ignition switch. It fires right up. I don't have to use a screwdriver. So I'll let it run for a couple seconds, 30 seconds. I'll shut it off with the key and see if it'll start again. I don't know how long you have to wait, but you should let it run for a minute with no BCM. I don't want to run it too long because I got no water pump, no alternator, stuff like that. But should be able to start it now with the key. Okay, that's good. We got 2 computers ready to go. Okay, this computer is bypassed and it'll run without body control module, so I'll unplug it. That means I've got 2 of these computers bypassed now. And the final one is going to be the 2005, and I'm going to have a security light because this computer has never been in this vehicle before, so I'll have to do the key relearn. And it should start with the ignition. The green ones, I had to take the red ones off for the 2002, but I noticed that the green ones, 03 and up, I can use the ignition switch and they fire right up. Something to do with the starter circuit, 03 and up, or something to do with the green. But anyway, this one's done. The 2002 is done. Now I'm going to do the 2005. Okay, I put the 2005 computer in, and the security light came on, which I figured would happen. So I'm going to leave the key on for 10 minutes, and the security light will turn out after 10 minutes. And when that happens, I'll turn the key off for 5 seconds, and then I'll turn the key back on. And I'm going to wait for that security light to go out. It has to happen 3 times, 10 minutes for each key cycle. And after the 3rd time, the security light will go out permanently and it'll run. If you change your computer or maybe body control module, you might have to do this. This is called the key relearn procedure. I'm a little bit concerned about the battery voltage. I've got the booster pack on there, but the booster pack's weak. So you don't want your battery to die while you're doing this. Okay, I had to run around and get some booster cables, but the security light went out. You can see there's no security light there, so I'll shut the key off. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn it back on. And the security light comes on for a 2nd time. I'll have to wait for it to go out again. This security light should be turning out any time now. Alright, the security light just went out, so I'll turn the key off. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be the 3rd and final time. So it's on now. This should be the final time, and after that I think it'll run. Okay, the security light went out the 3rd time while I was talking to my neighbor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn it back on and it should be out for good. Yes. Okay. Security light is out for good. That is how you do the key relearn, and that's how you transfer a computer. So it should run now. And since it's a green plug-in, the newer style, the key should work. Oh, the battery's dead. Oh no. That's not good. Okay, I charged up the booster pack a little bit. I got the 2005 computer in here. I'm hoping that it's compatible, but the security light is out. That should be enough voltage to start it if the drive-by cable will work. Come on, baby. This is all new to me because I'm putting a computer from a drive-by wire into a drive-by cable vehicle. So I don't know. But I just put a little more gas in it and hooked up the mass airflow sensor, sort of jimmy rigged it. It's not sounding good, but trying. Okay, somehow managed to get all three of them running with no BCM. So I got all three of them unlocked for security and swaps. This 2005 computer, I wasn't sure if it was going to run at all because the throttle has a different drive-by wire instead of drive-by cable. But it was running like crap, but it was running, so I unplugged the BCM and it worked. So I got the battery hooked up there now and computer hooked up. I don't know what this 2005 computer is going to do. I don't know if it'll run the throttle or not. I've got the throttle cable, I've got the throttle position sensor. So I guess we'll find out. Well, the fuel pump turns on, that's a good sign. Come on, baby. You know you want to come back to life just as much as I want you to. I don't like the way that's running. It's probably not right for the throttle cable. I might just go back to the original 2002 computer that matches the harness. I sort of figured that, and that's why I used the 2002 computer to begin with. But I haven't been able to do the crank variation relearn yet, and since I had to bypass my computer again, I figured I'd try to bypass the 05 computer. So they're running, but that's not right. I'm pretty sure you need the TAC module and the electronic throttle and all that for the 05 computer, and I don't have that. I took it off and I converted to the throttle cable. So I'll put the 02 computer back in, I guess. So the 05 computer is not tuned for that, it's tuned for the electronic throttle body. And I don't want to use electronic throttle body because I'm using a TV cable for my transmission, my 700R4 transmission. Well, I managed to get her on the ramps. I put the 2002 computer back in it and it runs much better. So I'm pretty sure if you have the 99 to 02, 03 throttle cable, then you need the corresponding computer. So yeah, so I put the original computer, the 02 computer, back in it, and it's running again, thank goodness, up on the ramps. So now I can test out some of these Chinesium stainless steel elbows and see if they're going to work for my exhaust. Yeah, and maybe I can put it back together again, but I'm just glad it's running again. I'm not sure if I can delete codes or not. I've had success once deleting codes, but every other time it quit running or it failed to start again or whatever. Well, I took the collectors off both sides.